What's up, dudes? Hope everybody had a good Christmas or Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. I hope it was a good one. We are back to working on this boat. I've been piddle farting around with several things, tying up some loose ends over the holidays. It's just after Christmas now. This video probably won't be posted until after New Year, so Happy New Year as well. Went ahead and secured all my lids, which I still need to go in with some paint and get these screws. I put my foam in where I could. I probably still will run one piece of foam back there just so it's not so ugly. I did lay this up here and mark it out and then cut that foam out and then put the lids on so they're a little bit lower down than they had to be. Well, at least this one. Since this one's sideways, I didn't really worry about it. I just kind of put it on there. I went ahead and mounted my seat bases. I had like some countersink screws and I used a fender washer and a lock nut on the other side. You know, all these were already pre-drilled. I just scuffed them up and painted them black, front and back. And I also, you can see over here where I cut the foam out for these and sunk them down too, so they're pretty much flush. For the trailer motor bracket, I picked up this piece of scrap aluminum. It's pretty thick. I'm not exactly sure how tall it is, but the width, as you see, is almost perfect with the width of the front part of this boat. And I just basically just bolted it in with two 5/16 bolts with lock nuts. Not the prettiest thing in the world. And this is the trolling motor I'm going to try to use. It's the one that came with that other little boat project I have. I messed with it a little bit, and I think the problem is in the lower unit, which really sucks, but I went ahead and ordered a kit for it. It's probably the brush is bad, or maybe the bearings have locked up. Maybe one of the seals had wore down over time and water got in there and messed it up. But you can actually hear when you put power to it and turn it on, you can hear it trying to move down here. So I don't think it's the switch, so that kind of leads me to suspect it's something down here in the foot. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, from what I gather, but I mean, it's not that big of a job. It was 25 bucks. 25 bucks is a little bit cheaper than going out and buying a brand new trolling motor, and I'm trying to make this one work. And I also went ahead and added a trolling motor plug. This is the female one, and I'm gonna wait to put the male end on this trolling motor once I know that it works, because I don't want to have to waste it. I have to take it back off and put it on another trolling motor. I also did, like, you know, those wires right there. I went ahead and connected those and ran the trolling motor wires to the battery and got that all cleaned up pretty good. And I believe that is about it as far as what I've been doing. I said just I'd come out here for, you know, 30-40 minutes a day here and there around Christmas time. So I got all that little stuff knocked out because I don't really think that would make much of a good video anyways. And what we're going to focus on now is the outboard. I'm not sure if anybody picked up on it or not, but this was the outboard that came with this boat, and I suspected it was missing some stuff. I've never messed with one of these OMC outboards. Don't get me wrong, it's early 70s to 90s, I think. I mean, they made this motor for a long time. So I searched on Facebook Marketplace. I kind of missed out on a couple deals, and I finally ran across this one, which is a little far away, but wasn't very far from my hunting club. And I'm going to try to make this one work. Supposedly, it's running motor, no issues at all. He said he put a new water pump in it. I'm assuming just an impeller. Pretty clean motor. It's a 1978 Johnson 15. I mean, everything looks as if it's there. It's not an electric start. It's just a manual start. It seems to have good compression. Dude was asking 500 bucks for it, and it was a really terrible weather day, and I was just wanting to hurry up and get home. Actually, I went hunting that afternoon on the way back home, but I was just wanting to get out of the weather. So I bought this. Not a smart idea. I bought it without, you know, seeing it run. I forgot to bring my compression tester. Pulling the rope, it feels like it's got great compression, and so don't advise doing it, but I kind of took dude's word for it that this is a good motor. Yeah, nothing else. Surely, if something's wrong with this motor, I got a parts motor over there that came with this boat, and we can make it work. Yeah, I thought I had the right hose fitting, hose connector here for my gas line. I do not. I had to order it, and like I said, we're at the holiday season, so it won't be here until middle of next week, I believe. That sucks, because I'd really like to get this thing up and running before I start doing work to it. But I'm going to cross my fingers. I need y'all to cross y'all's too. And we're going to go ahead and start cleaning it up. Apparently a white motor kind of is not really matching the theme of the boat. So what we're going to go ahead and start on, since we're waiting on the gas line fitting for this and the parts of the trolling motor, is go ahead and start degreasing this, cleaning it up, and put a little paint on it, make it match the boat. I got this thing moved outside. First thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and spray it with some degreaser, scrub it really good, and then rinse it off. Ain't no telling how long this thing's been since it's had a bath. Well, alright, I think we're done sanding it. I didn't just kill myself trying to sand it, which, you know, it really wasn't in bad shape. It did have some chips here and there that I tried to feather out. But really besides that, I mean, this has been, somebody has done a little restoration on this thing at one time. What I decided to do on this boat motor, I believe, is from the bottom to the bottom of the cowl, I'm just going to do it black. Just a flat black, and then the bottom cowl, which is going to be a pain in the butt, and the top cowl, which won't be as bad, I'm going to try to pull off that camouflage. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and tape off what we don't want painted and get to painting. Well, we got a halfway tape job going on. I don't mind if I get a little bit of overspray on this lower cowl, because it's going to be camouflage anyways. Got it taped off and wiped the whole thing down with acetone. I'm just going to do a little rattle can job on it with some Rustoleum Professional high performance enamel. Very important. I'm just kidding. It's just a big can. It's what I saw at Lowe's, so that's what we're going with. Alright, probably need to move my truck because the wind's kind of blowing and I don't want my truck to be black. Let's knock this out. Alright, let that dry first. Probably put another coat on it. While waiting on paint to dry, I kind of want to address something that the more I sit here and look at this boat, the more I dislike it. So, let's try something a little bit different on this paint job. Alright, I think that looks about 1,000,000,000 times better, in my opinion. I don't know what it was, but that khaki color on the rails was just kind of killing me for whatever reason. A little can of flat black. I feel like it almost looks like a total different boat now. It might not. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but I think it looks a whole lot better now. I mean, that makes a world difference. It looks like a total different boat to me. All right. I got the right gas fitting on. Got a little bit of gas, primed it up. And what's my chances of this thing cranking up? Since I bought it without hearing it run. If y'all watched my channel for very long, you probably know that it's probably slim to none. Got some rabbit ears on here. Go ahead and turn the water on and see if this thing's gonna give us fits or it's gonna purr. Uh-oh. Well, I'll be dead gone. I guess the sun shines on a dog's butt every once in a while, huh? All right, let's put it on the boat. I got the trailer motor all fixed up. Yeah, new year, same me. Patience is not a virtue that I own. It's showing they just shipped that trailer motor repair kit and it's not going to be here till the middle of next week. So I don't want to hold up a video on waiting on that crap with a trailer motor that it might not even fix it. I don't know. So I don't want to wait around on that crap. And I looked at the Walmart app last night and it showed that these Enduro trailer motors are actually on sale right now. And I think it was 159 bucks or a 40, I think it's a 40 pound, 36 inch shaft trailer motor. That's not too bad. I think they're regularly like 196. So, you know, I'm still going to fix the other trailer motor, but I might just do it like a rainy day video or standalone video. Waiting on some decals for this motor too. I went ahead and ordered a whole decal kit, like the factory style decals, like period correct. Didn't want to use the side ones, as y'all probably noticed. I just got the Johnson 15. I found them on eBay. Just a little less flashy, but the kit comes with the other stickers, like the front plate where the choke and the stop button, all that are, and like the forward, neutral, reverse. And I'm gonna put all that on when it comes in. I went ahead and started on putting the fish finder on, but I ended up tearing up the freaking transducer wire. So I had to order one of those. So a free fish finder ended up costing me 63 bucks, which I probably could have got a whole brand new unit for a little under 100 bucks, but I'm hard-headed and I want to try to make this one work. So that'll be in on Monday. So hopefully we can put that on and take this thing out. And I'm excited about taking it out. It's probably gonna be the last video of this series, I hope, unless we run into a lot of problems on the water. I know I did say something about putting a duck blind on, and I may do that too, but it'll be a standalone video. I want to get this thing on the market. Duck season closes here in Tennessee, I think the end of the month, and I'd like to get it on Marketplace and Craigslist before that. If it don't sell, it ain't that big of a deal because it's not just a duck hunting boat. I mean, really, it's not a duck hunting boat right now. It has a gun box and it's camouflage. I did the numbers on this boat last night, and I got a pretty little penny tied up in it, even though I've got this boat essentially for free. I'm really pleased with how this little boat has turned out, and very excited about getting it out on the water and seeing how it does. So hopefully that's where I will see you guys on the next video. I appreciate you guys watching. See you on the next one.